The most exciting part of being CEO is to work with people. I think we have a great team, fantastic organization with a really lot of atmosphere, passion, hard work and drive to achieve results. My name is Roderik Mooren. I'm CEO for Mölnlycke Healthcare. I'm Dutch originally. I moved to Sweden a number of years ago and I really fell in love with Sweden as a country and on top of that also Mölnlycke as a company.
What do you see as Mölnlycke Healthcare's biggest challenges at the moment?
The biggest challenge for Mölnlycke Healthcare is to manage the growth of the company. We're doing quite well and we have established from being a European company to a company with a global reach. And what we have to do in IT is to not only follow that growth but really prepare and support our business to grow further and expand further in Asia Pacific and the Americas.
What role does IT have to play in meeting these challenges?
The way IT supports Mölnlycke's challenges is really by revising the IT strategy. We did a large exercise roughly 2 years ago, setting off a large transformation program to develop the IT organization to be fit for the future and to support our growth. Some of the key elements in there is really establishing a key account management function, building regional hubs and being fit for the future.
As CIO, what is the biggest challenge you face personally?
The biggest challenge for me as a CEO is to enable the growth of the company and to create flexibility and expansion in IT and helping our business grow further. I think the other challenge I have is really to find suppliers that can provide us services that are really cost effective and provide flexibility to us. And that's sometimes difficult, specifically in the Swedish market, where some of the suppliers really try to cash out the vested investments or don't really sell services, but sell hours or packages or product instead.
What are the biggest demands placed on you as a CIO, and have you implemented or completed any specific or interesting projects during the past year?
I think the biggest demand for me as CEO is probably twofold. One is to manage the stakeholders in our company and also the stakeholders externally. The other one is to lead and direct the IT organization to support our business development. I think some of the challenges that we've been facing with Mölnlycke is an innovative company, really putting a lot of effort on product development and new directions, creating solutions for healthcare professionals. And we as IT have helped in one of the areas, providing a tool that helps surgeons and nurses to really select our products in a very efficient way, using an iPad for that.
What is the structure and size of your IT department?
Our IT department is organized among 3 functions. We have a project management office, which is the first pillar. We have an organization really running the business, infrastructure and operations, and we have a unit that builds on business applications and changing the business applications. And on top of that, we have supporting functions like architecture, security, regulatory compliance, but also very important key account management, building the relationship to the business.
What is the role of IT in your organization, and what are IT's main contributions to Mölnlycke Healthcare?
The role of IT in Mölnlycke is really to enable business change and support our business in developing innovations, new products, new platforms, new geographies. And I think the second one is really to enable the geographic expansion and the growth of the company.
What is the most difficult part of your role?
The most difficult part probably connects to my personality. I'm quite impatient in nature, so time to market is one of the things that I'm very much pushing for. And of course, being impatient, that doesn't always fit with my expectations. I think the second one is really trying to get our supplier base to be more innovative instead of investing in their existing portfolio and really provide services to us that we can leverage outsourcing to great flexibility and speed to market.
What traits typify what a good CIO should be like?
A good CEO, first and foremost, needs to be very close to the business. And I think secondly, really set the direction and lead the IT organization to follow and even sometimes lead the business in the right direction. I think the second thing is really to create room for the people, because in the end, it's the people that need to learn, develop and deliver things.
What kind of a leader and manager are you?
My leadership style can probably be characterized in 2 ways. On one hand, I'm demanding, really trying to be innovative, really forward-looking, see where can we create business value. On the other hand, I'm very people-oriented, so I try to focus a lot on getting the right atmosphere, building the right team, and getting people to learn and develop. And that will give us, in the end, the business effects of it.
Are there any particular issues or themes that you're particularly passionate about?
I'm really passionate about creating value for the medical industry. Mölnlycke is a very special company, very passionate company, very growing company, in an industry, the medical device industry, that is really interesting and growing very much. And in the end, it comes down to creating value for healthcare professionals and medical staff and patients. That's what I really love about Mölnlycke.
Why do you think that you should be CIO of the year?
I've been asked why I should be CEO of the year, and that's a very hard question. To be honest, I don't really know what to answer on that question. Probably what triggered people to nominate me is the fact that we really started a change journey within Mölnlycke IT. We have developed a strategy, and we're really working with a large transformation, building a team, building an organization. I guess that raised the attention.
Could you give any tips to others who might hope to be nominated for the award?
I think from my perspective, the most important if you're awarded for CEO of the Year is to stay yourself and to stay humble. Because yes, leadership is important, but in the end it comes down to the people in your organization that actually deliver the direction.
What do you do in your spare time?
Outside work, I really love to enjoy the Swedish West Coast, have a family with small children, and spend a lot of time with that. Even with the family or without the family, I really fell in love with Sweden, and maybe hard to say for people living in Stockholm, I fell in love with the West Coast. Beautiful islands and fantastic coastline. And that's where I spend a lot of time, both winter and summer.
And finally, if you were not a CIO, what would you be doing right now?
If I wouldn't be a CEO, except for maybe traveling and getting to know the world, but in business I would probably be working inside Mölnlycke in one of the business functions, either in Sweden or anywhere else in the world. I'm really very passionate about Mölnlycke as a company and what value we can bring to patients and healthcare professionals.